I've used the camera on some food shoots, some like restaurant shoots, some fashion shoots. I shot like a fashion live event, but also I shot a more controlled fashion shoot. I also shot a fashion shoot where I was like directing and DPing sort of at the same time with a bit more controlled lighting. And I just loved the results that the camera gave me. I've been pairing the camera with this lens, the Lumix 24-105 macro f4. People have complained about it with the camera, said that there's like a lot of noise and stuff, and focusing can be a little bit frustrating with it sometimes, but it's, when it comes down to it, there's been no problems for me. I've really liked it. People are complaining that it's the body shape, but I like when I've like rigged it up, I hug it into my body like that, and I hold the lens, and obviously I'll have like a V-mat, V-lock going on the ends, and I find it's actually I like it. I do find that if you shoot like just a battery and a lens, a camera, you get like a lot of shake. Need to weigh the camera down, like add as much weight as you can to the camera. There it is with the lens on, the f4 lens. There will be some footage from this lens in this video. But yeah, I would say definitely weigh down the camera as much as you can to like sort of introduce some of those more natural, organic looking camera shakes, not like the jittery, sort of shakes. And I think it works. It's a very, very sensitive camera, and I know like people will say, oh well, real cinema cameras don't have image stabilization, and yeah, whatever. But like, it's like a lot of real cinema cameras are a lot heavier. Like you shooting on an Arri, it's way heavier than a Blackmagic camera, so you're gonna have less shake. Sort of, it's gonna have less sensitivity. I mean, as far as I know, and you're probably more likely gonna have like an easy rig or something like that, which I do have, by the way. I am getting a sort of business startup grant, fingers crossed, and I'm going to get I went to Bristol to the CVP event, and I tried out some of the Nisi Athenas, and man, I like those lenses. Really like them. Like just really, like you can just see like how the the colors pop. Like they just pop, man. This is like stupid, but like when I first got the camera, like I didn't realize that it like when I went to play back my footage, if you're in a different frame rate or like resolution, then when you go to playback, it'll only play back footage from that resolution, So if you're in 6K DCI and you've shot footage in 6K open gate and you try to play back in 6K DCI, it won't show you your open gate footage. So if you haven't shot anything in 6K DCI, then it will say you haven't got any footage, and there was a time I was on a shoot and that happened. I changed aspect ratio, and I was like, where's all my footage gone? But it just turns out it was because I was on the wrong aspect ratio. So that's just one thing to consider. Very minor gripe, but still, the classic, you know, the batteries. They could have upgraded the batteries, but like I said, to get the best use out of it, for me personally, I want to make the camera heavy and I'll use a V-Lock battery. So that is obviously not much of an issue for me. Loving the camera so far. It's really enjoyable to use, easy to use. I find the menu system, the interface really good. The image quality is great. Like, I love it. I really can't wait to pair it with the Nisi Athena primes. Fingers crossed again. I feel like they are going to be amazing on the camera. And yeah, I'm just so far so good. Can't really complain. For what I do at the moment, where I am at, it's a perfect camera. I don't see, like, you know, I've got my Lumix for my use case at the moment. It's like a more than capable camera. I've also got my Lumix, which is, I'd say, easier to use for, like, you know, YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, with autofocus and everything. But when I'm behind the camera, mostly I'll use my Blackmagic just because I just love it. Like, I love its usability. It's just so easy to use in many different ways. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit of a ramble. I feel a bit rusty on the old YouTubing, but I'm gonna, you know, try and keep going and just build some momentum. And yeah, if you could subscribe, like, comment, or any of that, it would really help me. I want to try and get to 1,000 subscribers, and I want to, yeah, that's sort of just a little aim for me. I know for some people that's nothing, but I think slow and steady wins the race. Anyway, bye.